Hi everybody, and welcome back to Shadows over Ravenloft, our little sequel campaign to Curse of Strahd. Some announcements though before we begin. Yay, announcements. If you check us out on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, you can find Mimics and Oh Shit. Mimics and Monstrosities. Not Mimics and Oh Shit. And you can check out Demystifying DMing, which our lovely Sam does. No idea when the new episode will be out, because he's been on holidays just like everybody else. But check it out. There's a nice little backlog of like 9 episodes of that, I believe. And then you can listen to Beneath the Tide, because we're on episode 43, starting next week for Beneath the Tide. So you can listen to the first 5 episodes and then come to our streams and watch all the backlog content on YouTube. Hold on, put my Switch away. Yeah, so stuff like that. Cool stuff. Maybe we'll do more stuff with the podcast stuff. Who knows? Also, applications will be going up tonight, because I have more time, to fill some spots in Hearts of Madness, our sort of Pandemonium D&D campaign, Pandemonium planar hopping campaign, and then also looking for a spot to fill in Descent into Avernus, our campaign using the module of, you know, Descent into Avernus. So if you like demons, you like hell, keep your eyes peeled. But for now, when we last left off, Ophelia and Bernard had been living in Barovia for in Barovia, the plane of Barovia, the domain of Barovia, in the city of Vallaki, having it been rebuilt a year or so after the fall of Strahd. And they've been living comfortably, helping people out, making friends with the local butcher, stuff like that. However, one day, the local butcher arrived with a letter from a person known as Vasili Von Holtz, who was inquiring about the party, helping him find a way for people to leave the Demiplane of Dread, Ravenloft, where everyone is trapped currently. Just to help out, find a way out, get home, what everybody wants to do. So with that, the butcher took Bernard and Ophelia out of the domain of Barovia into the other domains, on their way to the village of Harmonia and the domain of Cartacas. And on the way, you guys encounter two of Vasili's associates, Nesla and Una, a Tabaxi monk and an Eladrin rogue. They hopped in the wagon. Nesla sort of teleported into the wagon somehow, and the wagon carried on down the road towards your destination, of which the wagon was pulled over to the side of the road for bathroom break, wherein the butcher was killed in the woods. You found his body mauled by what appeared to be bears, and as you fled to take the wagon and just continue your trek, these bears revealed themselves to be undead zombie bears, and you all just decided, no, we're not going to deal with that, and just went on your merry way to Harmonia, to the amphitheater where Vasili Von Holtz is residing, watching a sort of Penny Dreadful opera play. The party met him, agreed to come back to his manor to discuss how to deal with these dark powers that were keeping people in Barovia and in Ravenloft, the plains, everywhere else. You guys met with him, were given rooms to reside in, and discovered that Vasili Von Holtz isn't a real person, and is just the guise of one Strahd von Zarovich, who had been brought back because of his curse by the dark powers, and has now found himself in Harmonia, sort of living away from prying eyes, and he has tasked the party, possibly reluctantly for at least two of you, to go check out the Chapel of the Night up in the mountains of Cartacas, to see if there is any knowledge up there on how to defeat the dark powers that hold dominion over everything in the Demiplanes of Dread. And that's what we're going to pick up, with the party kind of preparing their little carriage that they have, their little horse-drawn carriage, their little thing to go up into the mountains to explore said chapel. And that's where we're going to go. We're going to start from right there.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I could use a few items before we leave.
Yeah, that's fine. I figured I'd stop by one of the taverns ask around if anybody knows anything about this chapel. Not sure where we can get some type of information. It's best to go in prepared if there is any. So I'm gonna ask around town.
Una and Nesla, as I pull up this document, you would know there is one tavern. Oh, there's two taverns in town. Pardon me. No, there is one tavern in Harmonia. It is the inn, known as the Longhorn Inn. However, there is also the Crystal Club, which is a music venue inside a cave in the city. There is also the Temple of the Divine Song that you two would also know about. And then obviously there's the amphitheater. But the place that Bernard is probably looking for would be the Longhorn Inn that Nesla and Una would for sure have knowledge of.
I will give Bernard directions to it.
Okay.
Longhorn Inn, huh? Okay. Is this your recommendation or is
So
what?
it's the only tavern in town.
Oh, okay. Doctor?
Hmm?
You need anything?
I can't think of a single thing I need right now.
Alright, you wanna help me get some information from the locals?
For sure.
Alright, let's do this.
Alright, so Ophelia and Bernard, you guys head off towards the Longhorn Inn.
Yep.
Alrighty, what about Una and Nesla? What are you guys doing?
I am in search of 3 items. Woodcarver's tools, an extra quarterstaff, and say 2 standard healing potions.
You could easily find those in Strahd's little manor from previous members that either disbanded from this little home that you guys have set up or have been killed. A lot of their supplies have just been left behind, so you can easily find what you're looking for.
Okay.
What about Una?
Una's going off with Bernard and Ophelia because the tavern has wine and she wants to go along. And to make sure nothing happens to them.
Are you doing that in the open?
Oh yeah, she's just following after you. She didn't say anything. She's just following after you two.
Okay.
Cool.
Alright, so you two make your way.
My passive perception is 10, so I probably don't notice you following.
Probably not.
Same.
No, you guys don't. You guys make your way to the Longhorn Inn. It looks like a rather nice building, stone. The sign swinging is that of a minotaur head with very long horns, obviously. Blue candles with like blue wax and nice little blue flames kind of sit in front of windows illuminating the place when you approach the front door.
Hey, look, Doctor, it's you.
Yeah, I get it. That's hilarious.
Sure thought so.
Yeah. I imagine this is like the 27th time that you've made that joke.
Most likely. Anytime there's a blue flame. That's you.
Yeah.
All right, so we go inside. What's it looking like in there?
It looks like a very spooky not Eastern European, but like very spooky old-timey Gothic European inn. Think maybe a little like the damn it, the Stanley Hotel from
Alright.
The Shining. Not called Stanley Hotel, that's the real world name of it. Anyways, you get the idea. But it's also got like very gothically like European features. People are sitting in booths, all wearing traveling cloaks. A lot of people are singing, like imagine like cantina-like songs, because this is a town of, well, music-based people.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Because of the academy and everything. Sitting behind the counter, the proprietor of the Longhorn Inn is a large, black-skinned minotaur with long black hair, a large great sword strapped to his back.
Oh dang, he's strapped.
And
he's I just imagine he's like the fantasy version of the bartender just carrying around a shotgun.
yeah, and the left side, the entire left side of his body is just burned away, just like melted flesh and revealing a little bit of bone. And he just turns and looks and goes, "Hello."
Bernard steps behind Ophelia, just kind of flexes. Not really looking at him though.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. What can I do for you?
Well, we are wanting to gather information, have conversations with your patrons. Is that acceptable?
If they allow it.
Well, of course. Conversation cannot happen if it is not allowed.
And then he sees Una step in and goes, "Hello, Una."
Well, what the
Hey.
heck?
What the fuck?
Hey, how's it going? Can I get a usual? Una's just gonna walk up to the bar.
He pours you a very large glass of very large goblet of red wine and just says, "On the house."
She takes it. Thank you. My new friends here aren't giving you too much trouble.
We'll see.
That we will. And Una just takes a nice big sip.
All right. And as the two of you are looking at this minotaur, you do see a kind of like a maggot eating a little bit of flesh that's still attached to his like left side of his jaw.
You got a bit never mind.
Oh yeah, and he pries it off and just eats it. So
Ah, yeah, free protein.
exactly. Yeah, feel free to talk to the patrons. Don't pester anyone, or I'll have to get a little rough with you.
We sure do not want that.
All right.
And Bernard's gonna scan the room and see if there's any like arm wrestling competitions going on.
Nope.
Darn.
It's a lot of like cards, people singing to each other.
Okay.
Okay, my usual icebreaker isn't really an option right now, Doctor. So I don't know. I think I'll leave this up to you. Yeah, we're wanting to see if anybody knows anything about the Chapel of the Night.
I do.
Well,
There you go. I believe the ice has been broken. Go.
what? Sorry. Oh, what you got for us, buddy?
Well, a couple of my adventuring associates and I, before I owned this establishment, went up there a couple 100 years ago. and we all died.
That's okay. So, but you're still here, so you got some. I imagine you have some valuable information then, right?
Who says I'm not still dead? He smiles a little bit at you.
You know, I saw a lot of things at that other temple. That yep, I buy your story. Got any juicy details on that?
Don't piss off the ghosts.
Ghosts.
There's
Ooh,
very powerful spirits in there.
zoinks.
Not your run-of-the-mill ghosts either. These are shadows, banshees, wraiths, specters, and others.
Any recommendations of preparations we should make before going? Like, will we need any resistancy potions, perhaps, or I don't know, any special elemental abilities?
Who knows? The furthest we got about 15 minutes in before we all died. So,
Oh.
Was it a trap that got you, or just the ghosts?
two of my companions were killed by shadows, and they in turn turned to shadows. I found a magical artifact, thought it was treasure. I picked it up, and I instantly died. I don't know what happened to the others, but upon coming to, I woke up underground in a grave, so I assume they must have buried us. So.
Well, that's a better fate than most, I imagine. Well, good luck on your part. I imagine most things just get feasted on.
I don't think anything really eats up there. There's also mention of, now, we did, not really a mention, but we did hear what sounded like something big moving around in there, and something slithering and moving and crushing and crunching and eating and snarling. But again, we didn't see really anything up there to eat, so I don't know what this eating sound was.
Don't like that.
Alright, so I guess...
The only thing that we can think of what it was, because numerous adventurers have gone up there since. None have gone up there really in about 100 years now, but people speak of a dragon living in the chapel. A dragon made of shadow.
Okay, shadow dragon, okay, let me write that down, that sounds important.
Yeah.
Shadow dragon.
I'd offer to go with you, but, you could say the place is a little hollowed a little bit.
What'd you say your name was again? Gorak? Was it Gorak?
That's weird, how'd you know? It is Gorak.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dang, buddy. I guess it's just I think I might have read something about someone that looked kind of like you before, and one of the stories the bards would sing.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
He'll just try to escape and look at Ophelia.
Help me.
How'd that story end?
I think it was one of the great tragedies of
North Play just wise.
the bard. There
What?
it is.
Okay. So. Yeah. Again, I'd offer to go with you, but, I don't want to. And I can't.
Can't
Care
you?
to...
It's hollowed against evil spirits. Well, it's basically hollowed against anything evil entering or leaving. Basically anything that is... basically anything that's dead can't enter or leave. But more specifically, it's hollowed against evil things leaving. Kind of sealing them inside almost. Which also prevents more evil things from getting inside.
Interesting. That's actually some pretty good information.
Try not to break the seal if you go in there.
Alright. That's huh. Do you know if there's a library nearby or something where we might be able to read up on a shadow dragon?
We don't have a library here.
Okay.
Your best bet to find the source of all the sources of knowledge that were in this settlement were with the monks in the clerics in the chapel. They were the purveyors of knowledge before they all died.
You know what? I think I will have a drink.
What do you want?
What's the strongest thing you got, honestly?
Whiskey.
Yeah, give me a shot.
10 silver.
Here you go.
Clink.
And he hands you a shot. A minotaur-sized shot of whiskey.
There it is.
It's very smooth, no burn to it whatsoever.
Hey, yeah, that was
So it's very dangerous.
If it what's the flavor of it? Any flavor?
I'm gonna say it's.
cinnamony?
I'm gonna go off of the whiskey I had during Christmas because it was super smooth and it was mint chocolate.
Oh.
No burn whatsoever to it, and I was like, "Uh-oh, this is dangerous."
Huh. All right. That was pretty smooth. I don't
And he'll just kind of veer off and try and find what Una's been doing.
All right, what's Una been doing? Just sitting at a table and drinking wine.
Yeah, she's just been sitting at a table, drinking wine, make sure the two of them don't get into anything trouble, any skirmishes.
Okay.
Yeah. Bernard's just going to walk up to the table she's been sitting at, square up, and sit directly across from her. And just look at her for a bit.
Ah, smells like you had the bartender special. How'd you like it?
It was good.
I've had my fair share of that sweet, sweet stuff he has. Personally, I stick to the wine. She just takes another sip and puts it down on the table.
What's your game?
Dice? Gwent?
Gwent.
No, I mean, what do you do with Strahd? Did Strahd give you your abilities, or did you just come across Strahd, or what's going on here? How do you know Strahd? What got you tangled up in him?
Well, I'll tell you this much, Dr. Bunsen, Bernard, whatever you prefer. Strahd didn't give me these powers. Thank the Lord, because I would not want to repay him for that. That'd be way too much.
Which
No,
one?
Strahd.
Morning Lord or the Storm Lord?
Una just looks at him, just kind of brushes off the comment. It just goes, Strahd's been pretty good with money, and I gotta admit the money was good, so kinda went where that was. He wasn't a bad guy when I met him originally. You know, everything was going good, so he didn't try to kill me, so I didn't think he was that bad, you know?
How quietly are you guys talking about Strahd? Because everyone still thinks he's dead.
I'm not yelling this out.
Okay.
I'm just having a conversation towards him.
Okay.
And Bernard wasn't
Okay.
making a big scene of it either,
Okay.
but he obviously doesn't know that anything about, like, he's not trying to hide it either.
Okay.
But upon her response, he will look around for Dr. Bauer.
Ophelia is kind of just... She's retreated to a corner to just kind of see if anyone looks at her, and then if anyone looks at her, she's going to go talk to them. If Dr. Bunsen is the first one to look at her, she'll go over.
It would probably be Dr. Bunsen.
So then she'll head over to him.
Una's been telling me a little bit about why she's been sticking around Strahd. Seems to be the practical type, in it for the money.
Well, not just, but 80-20
Would you care
split.
to elaborate? What else are you in it for?
Maybe we can talk about that in quieter company sometime.
Or we could talk about it now. I have ways of knowing what you mean without you having to speak a word. All you have to do is think it.
Interesting. Una takes a sip of her goblet. It's not that interesting. Just... money's good. Got me out of some things. Money's good.
Well, if you ever care to divulge that information you are keeping from us, just let us know.
You will be the first to know.
And what about Nesla? Do you know why he stays? What's in it for him?
I talked to Nesla about Nesla, personally.
Well,
I wouldn't want to
Nesla is
say
not
too much
here.
or too little, you know?
Then just say the right amount.
It's kind of like cooking. It really depends. You can never have too much garlic, but you can always have too much information. Now, did you two find what you were looking for while we were here?
Garlic doesn't, I mean, Bernard doesn't get her metaphor, and he's just like,
Yeah, garlic's pretty good.
I believe the doctor got his information.
Wonderful.
Pretty sparse, but looks like we're looking at a shadow dragon, though. That doesn't sound good.
We have fought a dragon before.
Did not go well. Did not go well at all.
We are still here, yes?
Barely. I mean, yeah. Really.
One could
But
say
Lynn
that
was
it
there
went
too.
well.
I think Lynn kind of was the one that got us out of that scrape alive.
I do not remember much of that. To be entirely honest, I was taking a nap, if you will.
I just remember waking up and you standing above me and like pulling me out of there. I don't know, that was... I don't know how you got it. I saw you go down and then I went down and then I woke up and you were above me and then we both just ran. It was that was a hectic mess, is what that was.
I gotta ask the two of you, why did you fight a dragon? That just kind of seems like something you just wouldn't do.
I kind of danced bad. I did some bad dance moves and in front of a door, and the dragon popped out of the rift.
I want whatever you're having, Dr.
I think
Bunsen.
he's
And she's
lying.
gonna take another sip.
That is legitimately what happened. But he's not exaggerating the truth.
As you guys are
Uh-oh.
sitting there, a man approaches the table. Very big, curly red mustache, completely bald on top. Big set of goggles on his bald forehead. He's wearing there's a lot of pouches and packs and backpacks and straps. There's like pickaxes strapped to his side, vials, books hanging off his side. He goes, "Ah, hello there."
General
Hello.
Kenobi.
General Kenobi. I hear you're going up to the Chapel of the Night. I overheard the conversation at the counter.
Yeah. What you got?
Would you be willing to have a guide follow you?
How
Why
much?
do you want to go there of all places?
Glory. I'm writing a book, you see. He pulls out a book.
Ah,
Ah,
And what's the book on?
My deeds.
your deeds.
My adventures, my travels, my exploits, my heroics.
oh, what chapter are you on, bud?
Chapter 1.
There we go. All
There
right.
it
How
is.
much?
Into the Chapel of the Night. Or Darkest Days.
We can workshop the title, it's...
All I ask for payment is the chance for adventure.
Bernard will just look at he'll look at Ophelia and Una, just kind of in the back of this guy.
Are you good with a sword? Are you good with magic?
I trained in the local schools. Here,
Are you
think
good
that
with a
means-
sword? Are you good with magic? I need a yes
I
or
think
no
he's a
answer.
bard. I think he's probably not good with any of that. I think he might just play instruments.
I don't play
Which is the
instruments.
worst of all.
How dare you?
Oh, then what do you do?
I tell
Can you
daring
dance?
tales. No. Why would I dance? I am a lore. I study lore. I am trained in the use of this. And he pulls out a rapier made of just solid gold.
That-
Mm.
You know, you might
Bernard, as a smith, he's like holding his words because he knows how malleable gold is. That might not last in battle.
I made it
but it's just-
myself, and I enchanted it with magic.
Oh, what kind of magic?
Magic. Look. And he swings the rapier, and butterflies fly out of it.
Oh. Are they going to carry the enemy off?
No, They explode in balls of fire.
You know what? The heck, we'll get. Yeah, I think you're on the team.
Excellent. You may call me Edward Poppington,
Oh my goodness.
but my title is Sir Edward Poppington. But you can also call me Sir Poppington.
We'll stick with Edward. Or Ed.
All right.
Titles are important.
Thank you.
You know this as much as we both know this, Doctor. We might as well use his title as well.
In my
Excellent.
experience, sirs don't do much to earn their title. Whereas I went to school for mine.
I went to school as well.
Good for you.
Thank you.
It is called a college.
Thank you.
You're not helping right now, Dr. Bunsen.
No, I mean, let's go. Everybody, get your drinks. We're drinking and going. I'll
Oh,
take another.
shall I sing a song while we walk?
No.
Okay. I do have
No.
I do have bagpipes on this contraption somewhere.
No, please,
Uh,
God, no.
Just so, Sir Poppington, right? That was am I right?
Yes.
Sir Poppington.
Yes.
Yeah. My name is Dr. Bernard Bunsen.
Pleasure to meet you.
There you go.
And he'll just gesture to his friends.
And you are. And he looks at Una and Ophelia.
Una, and I'd appreciate it. Maybe save the bagpipes for a more joyous occasion, you know, maybe the victory lap on the way out of the chapel.
What if I use them with some of my abilities to hurt people?
All right. I'd like to see that. Does butterflies come out of the bagpipe?
They can.
I'll hold you to that.
Aha!
Did you say, so this guy's a human, right?
Yeah.
Or he looks human, at least. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
He looks like a total dillweed.
Yeah. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we go slay
Yeah.
some beasts?
Let's do it. Lead the way.
You can tell he's trying
You're
to,
the
like,
guide.
he's talking a little too loud, like unneeded.
Yeah.
Almost like he's trying to get attention.
Compensate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that.
Una's just gonna lean over to Ophelia and goes, when he dies, I want the sword.
You can have it all you want.
Thank you.
Go nuts. Knock yourself out. Take whatever you want from him. Take the bagpipes. Throw them into a river. Who cares?
I
Haha!
like that.
All right, let's go. Lead the way. But we do have a friend that we're gonna meet up with, a tabaxi-looking fella. Name's Nesla.
Excellent!
We'll probably meet up with him at our cart down the road.
Aha!
Oh my goodness.
An adventure
and
awaits!
He'll kind of hang back, pull Ophelia aside.
This guy's gonna be
He's gonna die.
he's definitely gonna keep Nesla and Una's eyes off us for a bit, so we might be able to get some, talk by ourselves a bit more now with this guy around.
What makes you think he is going to stay away from us? He
I don't
seems
know.
very friendly. Don't
He's
much
just
care
loud.
for him.
He draws attention. That's kind of good for us.
Ah!
God,
First
if he plays
chapter.
those bagpipes,
As
I
we
will fucking
head off
murder him,
into
I
our
swear to
adventure,
God.
my new companions, look bravely on me, for I am their savior.
God, he is just like my son. I hate it. But let's go. Can I pop some fantasy Advil and just go? This is a migraine in waiting.
Okay.
You said you're a psychologist, not a psychiatrist.
This doesn't matter. Give me the fantasy Advil.
Before Una leaves, she's gonna put the goblet back on the bar top and just go, see you later. Hopefully sooner than later.
All right.
She's gonna head out after Edward.
Okay. As we make our way out of the Longhorn Inn, the weather is crisp and sunny.
Is it crisp and sunny, or is it dreary and
It's dreary
overcast?
and overcast.
Mm.
And you notice every time he writes in his book, he does say out loud what he's writing.
Yeah. So I imagine he's got one of these really flamboyant, like, feather pens.
Yeah. Like it's
Massive.
like a pen made of gold, and it's got 10 just different bird feathers, just very long, coming out the tip back of it.
Oh my god.
I love it. You hate to love it, love to hate it. Let's go.
Ophelia's got eyes on that pen, though. Like, that is the only thing she likes about him right now.
Hey, Ophelia.
And I imagine we're starting our walk back to the
Yes.
wagon now.
Mm-hmm.
You got anything, you mind if I have a look at your cloak for a moment?
Go right ahead.
I'm gonna see if I can. I mean, you've seen some of the things that the little runes that I put on my shield and my sword and my armor.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna put something on your cloak here to kind of help you out if you don't mind.
Sure, of course. Go right ahead.
Have you've heard of storm giants, right?
Yes.
Well, they have a saying. It's called Uvar.
And he's just got like the tail end of her cloak, and he's like pretty much inscribing these runes in a very particular order and fashion and methodology along like the edges and in like circular arrangements, a lot of intertwining patterns.
These storm giants, they have like this kind of ability to kind of see into the future almost. Like, a lot of them are kind of known for being having intuition and prophecy. Anyway, I think this might help. Just about, here you go. Let me know if you need to know anything else, but should help out if we get into a scrap.
Ha
Thank you,
ha!
Doctor. Doctor, where did you learn to do this? Is this something that archaeologists know, or just you?
That actually, I suppose it's not too long of a story. See, when I was in Neverwinter, there was a very common, very common tube or dig site that they would put all the students in at my college. And they would just do it. That's where they put all the students to just kind of say, "Hey, this is how you brush away like all this stuff." There are a lot of examples, that type of thing. Well, I kind of trailed off and I like fell down a shaft. I was pretty new at the whole thing, Anyway, I fell into like a little cavern, and all across the walls were these runic symbols, and I quickly wrote them down in my
And he reaches around.
book here, and he opens it. And I didn't quite piece it together then, but every once in a while, I give a look through here, and I find different words that kind of burn true in my mind, and they evoke power, ancient power from the giants. Perhaps even the thing that made the giants so massive themselves. Anyway, I still haven't put it all together yet, but that's kind of how I came upon these runic symbols.
That is interesting.
Yeah, that's same here. I mean, I kind of a little unpredictable. I did not know that I would get this big.
Not. I like it. Makes for good intimidation factor.
Yeah, that's right. Intimidation. Yeah. Ugh. Little, like,
Very
flex an eyebrow.
intimidating when you're
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah,
Aha!
there it is. Yeah. All right. Thanks.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you guys make your way back to the wagon, and Nesla's already sitting on it.
Oh.
All right. Nesla, you get everything you needed?
Yeah. What I was looking for.
Alright, well. Looks like you might be fighting some type of shadow dragon, so...
Hello,
heads
dear
up.
Tabaxi. I am Sir Edward Poppington, adventurer extraordinaire and intellect master.
We found him in the
Taking your
tavern.
friend, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Huzzah! And he points towards the chapel up in the mountains.
Alright, buddy, you know the path. You go ahead and hop in, get in the driver's seat, do your thing.
Ah, yes! And he gets in the driver's seat. I'm very perceptive.
Can I tell if he's lying?
No, because he talks
Okay.
the same way the entire time. So you can't tell what...
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Nesla, why don't you sit up with Sir Poppington? Just, just keep an eye on him, please.
Roll my eyes and crawl out on top.
All right. So yeah, it's one of those gothic-like horse-drawn carriages that are very similar to what you'd see in like Van Helsing and Dracula and stuff like that. So he goes, "Huzzah! Hi ho, silver, away!" And the carriage just slowly goes up towards the mountains. And as it's going, he's steering with one hand and writing in the other.
Distracted driving.
Boy. I definitely love hate that this guy is he's like full of just pop culture references and shit. But we obviously don't know anything.
Yeah.
But he's got so many stories in his brain.
Fun fact, Earth exists in the Forgotten Realms setting as another world. Fun fact. So he's just
Yikes.
sitting there, steering and driving at the same time, and he's doing a very good job at both. As we made our way up the mountain path, my adventurers looked at me with dedication and jealousy. And he closes the book and keeps steering.
I imagine the camera cut to the rest of them. We're all just sitting there like,
I was going to say, how often is he writing in this book and talking out loud?
Every time he writes in the book, he talks out loud.
No, how often is it?
It's
Like
fairly
a
often.
week? Okay, well, in that case, once I cross a point of being annoyed by it, I'm going to drop 2 key points and cast silence.
Ah! He cast a spell magic. So, and we continue on our path up the mountain.
Can he cast a spell magic if he's silent?
Yeah.
Just.
Nice.
And as the carriage goes up the path, the path gets very narrow. And those of you inside the carriage can look out the side window, and it's just a sheer drop off the mountain. Basically, the carriage takes the entire width of this path up.
Oh boy.
You all ever hear the story of the Rock of Mount Gaki?
No,
mean, I
but I'm
think I
sure
kinda
you're
lived
going
it.
to tell us about it.
'Twas a giant beast that I slayed with my bare hands
Oh really?
a week ago.
Really? Got any pieces of it left?
He shows his pen. And there's a very big feather on the back of it.
Does it look like the same color and stuff as the
Insight
rocks that he
check.
came? Okay. Oh right, because Bernard is the only one who living in
Yeah.
the party who would have seen that anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not good. Yeah, Bernard doesn't know. 6.
It looks similar.
Yeah.
Oh boy. You know, I don't. This guy might actually be kind of. This guy might actually be kind of competent.
I will believe that when I see it.
Alright, we might not want to mess with him too much. I don't know if this is a good idea to bring him along.
And the carriage keeps going upwards. The sky gets very dark, even though it's technically still daytime, like early morning. It almost looks like it's midnight as you approach the chapel. Almost like darkness just emanates from it. And the carriage just pulls up about 100 or so feet away from the front doors. The chapel is 15 stories, abandoned, derelict, and evil just permeates from it. The area you are in is a courtyard almost. Abandoned, just sort of benches that are collapsed. Abandoned little homes that the clerics probably lived in are all just collapsed and in ruin. Skeletons litter the courtyard as well, long since dead. And the only way in is through the front doors, because you notice that this place has no windows to speak of. Aside from a very large stained glass window at the front of the building, the stained glass window is up near the top of the chapel, and the window is about 50 feet wide, 50 feet tall. That is the only window that you can see. And the walls are pure black, almost as if the chapel is carved into the mountainside. And evil, like you can feel the evil just permeating from it from just this far away. And Poppington pulls out his book.
So,
As we approached the chapel of the night, I consoled my adventurers and told them I was here to help. He closes
give
the
it the
book and
rest,
puts it into his
Junior.
side. My name is Sir Edward Poppington.
I'll call you that if you shut up.
Sir Poppington.
Hello, Bernard.
Dr. Bunsen.
Okay.
So, Sir Poppington,
Yes.
how are you with dark? How you do? You afraid of the dark, buddy?
No, I am the dark. I don't know what that means. No, I am not scared of the dark. I have spells to help me see.
Well, alright. How Hey group, let's bring it together.
Since I guess the cart is stopped and we're in front
Yes.
of this entrance and everything.
Yep.
How do we want to dig through this place? I know you two weirdos are all about the shadows and moving real weird and them darn things. Are you guys gonna scout this place out for us? You guys taking front?
Yeah, I'll go see what's up. And she's gonna turn to Edward and go, Edward, do you know what an inside voice is?
Yes.
Can you remember to use that inside voice while we're inside the chapel?
He casts message and speaks in your head. But his message, even in your head, is very loud. Yes!
I don't know what I expected, but that's better. That's better. Okay, awesome. And Una's gonna go walk towards, I guess, the front of the doors.
Alright, you get to the front of the doors. And the door inlaid in the doors, in little indentations, are skulls of infants. Hundreds of infant skulls in the doors. The doors are about 45 feet tall, 25 feet wide. And just black stone.
He's gonna check for traps, see if the door's trapped.
Sure, give me an investigation check. Is everybody also kind of standing back at the carriage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Poppington is just writing in his book. Una bravely inspects the door.
23.
23. You cannot see any mechanisms or anything that would show the signs of a trap.
How far away is she from the group?
600 feet. Because the doors are about 100 feet away from the carriage.
Oh god.
Hey Nesla.
Yes.
How much leeway should we give her? Stay about 100 feet behind, 60 feet. What are we thinking?
I've never been here. I wouldn't know. And I start walking towards her.
Okay.
Do the doors, by the way, do they open inwards or do they open outwards?
They open inwards.
Okay.
That's a fire hazard.
Okay. Since she didn't detect anything, she's just gonna look towards the group, give a thumbs up, and like to stay back. And she's going to open the door, but like push it open, try to push it open so her back's towards the wall so she's not actually in the way when she's opening the door.
Okay. As soon as you touch the door, you feel cold course through your entire body. And you hear just the sound of infants crying as they're being turned into what is built into the door. And then you hear a whisper that you cannot, it just sounds like, it's like an unintelligible whisper. Una, make a wisdom saving throw, please, as you just put your hand on the door.
Cool. Dirty 20?
Una lets out a blood-curdling scream
Oh shit.
and vanishes.
I go running up to where she vanished.
Okay.
Is the door open?
Nope.
Try to trail her via her scent.
You don't smell anything. That said, Una, you find yourself standing in the grand foyer of the chapel.
Oh,
And it is pitch black.
can I see with my dark vision?
No, because
Or-
this is magical darkness.
Okay.
So to you, it just feels like you're in just a black void.
So like I don't realize that I'm in the chapel.
Correct. You can kind of like
Okay.
feel like you're standing on a rug, like a carpet. And obviously you don't feel like the cold weather from outside. You don't feel the rain anymore. So you do gain a sense that you might be inside somewhere.
I'm going to... Cool. I'm just gonna try to walk forward slightly, kind of put my hand out, see if I can feel anything. So I don't like walk into a wall or
You feel
anything.
a stone banister of a staircase going upwards. Now at this point, we'll go back to everybody else.
I'm going to take out a quarterstaff and attempt to push the door with it.
Nothing happens.
Dr. Brunson's gonna lean into Dr. Bauer.
Like, that was kinetic. Poor girl.
Poppington pulls out his book. Una is dead. The rest of us must power through and have resolve.
Oh god, how could we ever go on without her?
Wait! I have an idea! He casts message. Una! Are you dead? If you are, that is unfortunate. We will press on without you. You may
can
respond
reply
to
to
this.
the
Yes, you may reply to this message if you are not a rotting corpse somewhere.
I wish I was dead, but no.
Huzzah! She is alive.
Oh,
So I
good.
guess. Hey, wait. If she just went somewhere else, how do we get out of this place if we get in?
Determination.
Hmm.
Edward, can you ask her where she is and what happened?
Where are you and what happened?
I can't see anything.
She can't see anything.
I think I might be inside.
She thinks she might be inside.
Try touching the door
Try touching the door
with your hand.
with a hand.
Alright. Dr. Bunson's gonna pull out this lantern. It's got a symbol of an eye on it.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna light it up. And whoodunk. And then hold out his arm to Dr. Bauer.
She'll take the arm.
Alright, I suppose we're going in.
And with the lantern lit, he's gonna move forward and just kind of give Nesla a look as he goes to kick the door open with his foot.
Wisdom saving throw.
This is gonna be bad. Okay, not too bad. 13.
Yes.
No bonuses.
And Bernard, you are just... You disappear.
Dr. Bauer was in. We
I
were arm in
understand.
arm.
I understand. Only you disappear.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Excellent, thanks.
And you... Una, you feel somebody, like, fall on top of you. Just...
He's big.
Oh my god, I guess you touched the door.
Yeah.
Is this
And
a lantern
this-
that can see through magical darkness?
It is the lantern of revealing.
So yes, I'll say yes.
Okay.
So yeah, you can start to see a little bit of this foyer. All dark stone. The banister is black stone as well. The ground is black marble. Everything is made of black marble. There are statues at the front of this staircase on the banister, and both statues are very large dragons made of black marble. And there are just about 50 or so corpses just lying on the floor, just skeletons.
All right. Just so you know the details of the lantern, it's 30 feet bright light, 30 feet dim.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you can see 45 or so doors.
Yeah.
45 doors, leading in different directions.
Oh boy.
And behind you, just a flat wall, no door. Where the front door would be, there was no door.
All right. Hey, we better move out of this place. I think our buddies might be coming through soon.
And Edward is just like, all right,
Ophelia's gonna touch the door.
my employees and I step inside. And he touches the door, and he wisdom save for him. That is a 7. You hear him screaming, and then he face plants on the floor. And he gets up, and he casts light on his mustache. And Ophelia, you touch the door?
Yeah.
Wisdom saving throw.
Seven.
You also fall on top of Edward Poppington. He cushions your fall.
Glorious. Thank you.
And Nesla, you're the only one outside now.
Yep. Hesitantly touch the door with 13.
You land on top of Ophelia. Just
Mmm. What a lovely sandwich I find myself in.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
too much cat hair in that sandwich, though, for my liking.
Bunsen's gonna hold his hand out for Dr. Bauer.
She'll take it and just muttering to herself in Infernal, just brushing herself off.
That's quite rude.
Pissed.
What were you saying? Because Edward can understand Infernal.
She is just bitching
Okay.
about everything. Just like, this stupid fucking thing, these stupid fucking people. Why did I come here? What the fuck?
Oh, that's quite rude. We are adventurers. This is the name of the game.
You may be an adventurer. I am a doctor.
Okay.
Muttering to
well.
herself
Now.
in Infernal, like, stupid fucking guy, I'm gonna fucking kill him.
I can still understand you. So,
Good.
where to?
Jesus, I don't know, I suppose we should just have a look around here.
And there's just a bunch of doors, a bunch of
45
corpses, yeah?
doors and a staircase.
I mean, we can always just go up. I mean, we're here to, kind of learn more about the Dark Ones.
You hear a blood-curdling this, "Ah!" And someone comes rushing down the staircase towards you all. Both of their arms have been hacked off. Their bottom jaw is missing. Blood is just like oozing out of their body parts. Their entrails are flailing behind them, and they're just screaming and running at you all. And they come rushing out of the darkness down the stairs and just come sprinting towards you guys.
Bunsen hands Ophelia the lantern and rushes forward with the longsword of warning and
All right.
rushes at these guys.
You rush forward at the singular figure running down the stairs, and as you swing, they disappear.
my damn heart.
And you
Well, that
guys
was
see
a bit heavy-handed, wasn't it?
you guys see Edward cowering behind Nesla. Oh, I've seen worse. Have at ye. Is this the best you have, Chapel?
Edward, what did I say about inside voices?
Is this the best you have, Chapel?
There you go, and I wouldn't provoke the chapel, Mr. Scaredy Cat.
I have a passive. Okay.
There we go, and Una's just gonna pat him on the shoulder.
Can't wait to erase all your memories and steal your tales. Anyways! That was a joke.
Yeah. Okay.
So who's leading us through this place? Oh, the mustache light is a brilliant gold light off his mustache.
Well, I mean, we should probably have the more stealthy folks, lead on. I'm not the most dexterous.
And he just moves his shoulders a little, and you just hear the echoing of his armor through.
I can be
His
stealthy if I
weapon,
need
yeah.
to.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that point. And Una's gonna turn to Nesla and just go, door? Or where Mr. No Arm was?
I would assume that the chapel is trying to steer us away from it. So, stairs?
I think that's some sound reasoning, personally. She's gonna turn to the rest of the group. Stairs?
Sounds good.
Perhaps one of us should wait by the carriage.
You know what, Edward? That
Yeah,
is
go ahead and
great
give it a shot.
idea.
There's no way back.
Well, looks like you're stuck with us.
Yeah, looks like in order to wait by the carriage, we need to push forward, huh?
Huzzah!
You want to lead?
No.
That's what I thought.
Okay. One more is while we're all standing here grouped together, I'm going to drop 2 more key points and pass without trace. Everybody gets +10 to stealth.
Nice.
All right, I suppose we should move on.
So I guess Una's just gonna look at the group, shrug her shoulders, and start going up the staircase slowly, kind of making sure there's nothing funky up with the staircase as she walks up.
Alright. Give me a stealth
we-
check.
Okay.
And
are
everybody
we
who's
going
stealthing,
to-
add the pass without trace bonus to it.
And are we going to assume that we're giving Una like what are we doing? Like 30 feet between us and Una, or 60 feet, or how much feet do you want between us?
I want her to be
I'm leaving this up to
still
Una
able
because
to
that
see.
is nice. So yeah, Una, how far ahead do you want to get from everybody?
I'll get like 40 feet from them.
Okay.
So, as you all kind of sneak up the staircase, what everybody get for stealth checks?
Ooh.
26.
26. Nesla, what'd you get?
26 as well.
Ophelia.
17.
Okay. Bernard.
So Bernard is wearing chainmail, which gives him disadvantage. He rolled a natural 20
Okay.
and a natural 1.
Plus 10. Edward got a 32.
God damn.
So maybe he just puts his hand between some of the the plates of armor.
Yeah.
Softens Bernard.
Don't worry, Bernard, I have you.
hell are you? You're so loud.
Sorry. That was a message spell. It wasn't out loud. It was just so loud. It was in your head.
Yeah. All right. All right.
And you guys creep up the staircase. And keep going up the staircase. And keep going up the staircase. And keep going up the staircase.
Yeah.
How long?
It's about 5
Like
minutes
a
at this
10-minute
point.
increment?
It's about 5 minutes at
Okay,
this point.
cool. If we look over the edge, do we see any landmarks, or does it just appear like we're in this void
Black
of
void.
nothing but stairs?
Black void.
Even swinging the lantern around.
Yeah, just black void.
And are we going up? Did you say there were spiral stairs?
No,
or
they're just straight up.
So we're going at an angle for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That means that's fuck.
Well, it did look like 15 stories on the outside.
Yeah, well, this is getting pretty weird.
Who's in the lead?
Una was.
What's your passive perception?
25.
25. Up ahead on the stairs, you see a tiny little pressure plate.
Una stops and like puts her hand out behind her.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like she could disarm it?
You can most certainly try.
Okay.
Are you going? Do you have thieves' tools?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Yes, I do.
If
Okay.
you want to attempt to disarm it, you can. You roll a basically sleight of hand check, add your proficiency bonus to it.
Okay. Come on.
So you're approaching this pressure plate, you're holding everybody back, and you're attempting to disarm this pressure plate.
Yes.
Okay? Edward's like, wonderful, perceptive.
27.
27. You disarm it.
I sure hope so.
You are doing very well as the rogue.
God bless.
I've never done a rogue, so I'm like,
You have the brain cells of the group right now.
I wonder what that trap would have been.
Una's just gonna stand up. Look, was that message or was that him talking?
Him talking.
Una's just gonna turn around and go, I personally, I don't. And she's gonna keep going up, keep checking for more, any more pressure plates along the way.
All right. Investigation check.
Okay, as the group does this thing that she disarmed, can we give it a look and see if it seemed like a mechanical thing, or if there were any like hints at magical elements at play?
She disarmed it, so it's all mechanism based.
Okay, cool. Do we get a direction on where it might be coming from?
Nope.
Okay.
22?
You do not see any more currently.
Okay. Does it just look like pitch blackness going up?
Yeah.
Or from the lantern there's still some...
It's mostly
I
just
can see
it's mostly
that.
just pitch black, and then the light from the lantern doesn't reveal anything else but more pitch blackness going up.
If you're
Okay.
40 feet away, you would see 20 feet of dim light.
And it's still just pitch blackness.
Okay.
Because it's all magical darkness in here.
Okay, I guess she's still going.
Okay.
Dang.
15
Hey, Nesla.
minutes. Oh,
Hey, Nesla.
Yes.
You do very much with Una. She seems to know what she's doing around these things.
She's quite competent.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, I myself, as an archaeologist, have tried to disarm many a trap, but yeah, she seems to be doing pretty good.
All right. Okay, I guess we just keep walking.
As you guys get farther up, about 15 minutes past this time, and you're still going straight up. Una, you see what looks like 4 pressure plates ahead of you, all in a line, horizontal, basically
Like
covering
across
covering
one
the
step?
covering the entire width of the staircase.
Okay, she's gonna stop and she's gonna like look at the group and like stop them again. Does it look like they could easily step over them? Like if they went on to the next step?
No,
Okay.
it looks like they're big enough to cover a few steps.
Okay.
So it's like a landing almost.
Yeah. And they
So
blend
they're
in
about-
they're the same color as the stairs too. So they blend in very well, especially in the darkness, because it's all black in here. And the staircase is also made of black stone. But because you're so perceptive, you're doing really good on these checks, you can just see the differences in elevation of these pressure plates.
She's gonna turn towards the group and be like, back up maybe a couple of feet in case something happens. I'm not saying anything is gonna happen, but
Well,
just in case.
We're already 40 feet away. You want us to go further?
Yeah, just a little.
Alright, well, we're right here. Bernard's just trying to be quiet.
He's making so much noise, but he's just like,
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to try to start disarming them with my thieves' tools then.
All
if I
right,
can.
for the first pressure plate, make a check, please. There's 4 in
Okay.
total here.
Okay, so sleight of hand plus proficiency. Okay. Dirty 20.
You disarm the first one.
Okay. Okay, on to the second one. 21.
Disarm the second one. There's 2 left.
Okay, going for the third one.
Okay.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
You quickly just disarm that one. There's 1 left.
Okay, we're going for the last one. $24.
Disarm the last one. And as they're all disarmed, you hear a gunk.
From in front of, like
Yeah.
something else got set off?
No.
Okay.
And then you hear something loud rolling around. And then to your right, you see a massive boulder fall into the void. Almost as if its course got corrected, and it did not come rolling down the staircase.
Oh my god.
The boulder would have been bad. But yeah, it just tumbles into the void, and there's no sound. Like you'd never hear it hit anything. It just tumbles into the void and disappears.
Una's gonna look behind them, or behind her, and just... Okay, we're good for now. Everything's fine. She's just gonna kind of like wipe a bead of sweat off, just like trying to keep cool, even though she was a little stressed about that.
Bernard does a very slow thumbs up.
She puts her thieves' tools away, just getting her sweaty hands, fumbling around. And she's gonna start continuing forward, looking back, make sure they're following.
Okay.
hands are sweaty. Mom spaghetti.
Would have got turned into spaghetti. So you guys continue up the staircase. Half an hour passes this time,
Oh my god.
and you eventually get to a landing. And you look back, and with the lantern, 30 feet down, you can see the landing where you started from.
I am not a fan of these mind games.
Something weird going on with these shadows.
Bernard, you feel a hand snake across the back of your neck.
Fucking Nesla, don't touch me.
We are on the landing. Nesla's nowhere near you. He's like beside you. This was on like from
Yeah.
behind you. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
No thanks.
And Bernard's just gonna look over where Nesla is, and then just kind of freak out and look over the other side.
Nothing there. But ahead of you, there is a smaller door, black stone, a golden kind of ringed handle.
Una will walk towards it, try to see if it's any traps or anything funky going on with it.
Investigation check.
Oh, Lord, 12.
Does not appear trapped.
Yeah. She's gonna look towards the group, have them kind of like stand away. So like,
you're not
as if
looking
she-
very confident.
after all those pressure plates, my brain's a little scrambled, but I think it's fine.
You want a second opinion?
Sure, you like archaeology. This thing's pretty ornate. Give it a give her, bud.
What do we got here?
And he'll.
An investigation check.
All right. That is. Ooh. That's a 28.
Does not appear trapped.
Okay. You did a great job. I see nothing either.
Wonderful. And she's gonna just like look at him and be like, you want to do the honors, or do you want me to keep going?
Oh wait, is this a door?
Yeah.
But Bun's gonna just open the door.
A narrow corridor, 5 feet wide, 10 feet tall, flooded with blood. The blood is about 4 feet deep.
Wait, it just goes gushing
Nope.
out?
Nope.
No? So it's just like this, almost like a wall of blood
Yeah.
that's kind of weird. Okay, so it's almost like there's an invisible field holding the blood from coming out the doorway?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, like, I'm asking what it looks like.
That's what it looks like.
Okay, cool.
Can we see how long the hallway is?
Nope.
Una's gonna like kind of like poke the blood barrier thing with her finger.
You pull your finger back and it's wet with blood.
She's kind of like shows it to Bunsen and just goes, "You ready for a swim?"
No.
It's a good thing I have prestidigitation.
Oh, well then I guess everything's just gonna be fine.
And Bunsen just walks into it.
It feels like you're walking. To get through the barrier, it feels like you're moving through jello. The blood is partially congealed, but it's still liquid. There's like the surface of it is congealed blood.
This is the paranoid metagaming part of me. But are the walls very, like, suspiciously clean?
No.
Okay. Thanks.
Ugh, this is gross.
Yeah, it's thick and jelly-like on the surface, but below the surface, it's definitely blood. Like it moves like a fluid.
Anybody want to ride?
I'd love one.
Doctor, hop on.
Hell yeah, just go piggyback, whatever. Holding the lantern.
All right. Reminder: 5 feet wide, 10 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Bunsen's 6'2".
If she piggybacks, she can just.
Yeah, she's just 2 feet higher then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you guys are bleeding the way through the blood tunnel.
Okay. Nesla is actually going to do the little like wall walk, like hands and feet out.
5 feet though?
I'm 5'8".
No, but I mean,
My arm
so,
spread
like-
of 5'8".
oh, okay.
Okay, so you're staying out of the blood.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Edward is gonna push past Una. I don't want to be behind in the last, and he just moves forward.
Oh no.
Una just jumps in and she just starts doing the backstroke.
Gross. Everyone else is wading through it.
But
Nesla's kind of scurrying on the wall, and you're backstroking through it.
Yeah, she's just like, this is just a day in the life.
All right, you all pass in. The door closes, and then
Ooh,
the
don't
door
like that.
disappears.
Oh, don't like
oh, so it
that.
becomes like a wall.
Yep.
Okay.
Do not
And
like
we
that.
Pardon me?
with the lantern, is it basically just like we still just see blood for like 60 feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
If we look behind us, how close is the wall? Does it seem like we're moving away from the wall at all?
Yes.
Okay.
But like the lantern of revealing doesn't do, like, we do it and it's not like the door is now invisible. It's just not there.
It's not
right?
there.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what's going on. This thing, should be pointing out invisible stuff. I don't. Oh, this is all real weird. Nesla, you got some. I don't know. Is the shadows telling you anything? What is up with you? What's your thing?
I have learned to work with the shadows, but no, I do not communicate with them.
All right.
He just kind of shrugs, looks at Dr. Bauer, and then squelches on through the
All right.
yellow blood.
You all squelch through the yellow blood.
Disgusting.
After about a minute or two, you come into an open chamber, circular open chamber, about 15 feet wide, 15 feet tall, still flooded with blood, and there is a single door up against the wall.
Hey, doctor, do you see the door?
Yeah. And he's just gonna look around.
The walls aren't so filthy anymore in here.
Is there a source of this blood? What's going on?
And just looking up.
You don't see anything.
Is Edward still in like the very front?
He's immediately in front of you.
Okay.
Yeah, Bernard is going to step aside so that other people can get into the room.
Okay.
He's going to step out of the doorway so everybody else can
Okay.
get in there.
The lantern does put light in the entirety of the room. It's only 15 by 15, so.
Okay.
All right.
And you said that there's no stairs. It's just a plain square room?
Circular.
Circular. Okay, thank you. And the door is directly across from us?
Yep. Also, technically submerged 4 feet in blood.
Gotcha. Okay. Bernard is just gonna keep his hand against the wall and go along the side, looking back at everyone else and kind of keeping his vision mostly towards the middle and back of the door, just kind of looking around as he makes his way across the room.
Okay. You feel something brush against your foot.
He looks down.
You don't see anything.
He pokes down with a sword.
No purchase or anything, just into the blood.
Okay.
I think I found something. Guys, I think I found something.
And Bernard will just like keep poking in the blood as he moves forward.
You don't hit anything. You just
Yeah.
pierce through the jello like coagulated layer on top, and then
Gross. Gross.
Very gross.
I like that. I like that the doctors are both like gag twins. They're both just kind of taking turns gagging him.
I'm a doctor of the mind, not the body. I'm not supposed to see this.
what's everybody else doing? Nesla and Una.
Una's gonna look at. She's gonna see the two doctors kind of being squeamish, and she's just gonna look at them and like wait till they're looking at her, and she's just gonna submerge herself under the blood and swim towards the door, then pop out by the door
You're
and
just
like
soaked in
check
blood.
to see what's up. Yeah.
There are 4 magical locks on the door.
Magical. Oh.
And it looks like they require something specific to be inserted into the locks. That said, though,
There are only 3 guys, so don't go there.
huzzah! I have 3 penises. All right. So as you submerge and come up out of the water, you definitely feel something kind of snake around your left ankle, and then you don't feel that anymore. Una.
Bernard, you might be on to something.
I do it.
Yeah.
He more vigorously stabs into the blood.
Okay. Una, as this thing wraps around your ankle, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Hopefully everything's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Nice.
That's a nat 1.
Uh-oh.
You are
Even though I have a
grappled-
+9.
You are grappled and restrained and unable to breathe.
That's not a problem.
It's not a problem anymore.
And that because of this, you guys see Una just kind of freeze, and almost look like she's starting to like. Anybody roll initiative, please. Oh, and Edward Poppington.
Ooh, the
Oh
man, the myth, the legend.
no!
Sweet. Oh, I get advantage.
All right, Una, what'd you get for initiative?
I got 6
Ugh.
because nat 1.
Oh. All right,
Damn.
Nesla, what'd you get?
19.
19. Alrighty. Ophelia.
8.
Okay. And Bernard.
18.
18.
I have advantage because of this longsword of warning.
Correct. And Ophelia, you got an 8.
Yeah.
Okay,
But she's
now
also hanging on to me.
I'm
yes,
also currently hanging on to the...
on his back, piggybacking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been wanting to use these things for so long.
Oh no.
It's a good thing this is a small room. Because I imagine we're in difficult terrain.
Correct.
Technically, Ophelia's above the blood. So.
True.
saying.
Okay. Nesla, you are first and cannot see anything.
I saw her freeze up.
Correct. You saw her freeze up, but you cannot see anything.
Is there like any kind of stonework around the door on the other side?
What do you mean?
Like anything protruding?
No.
No. I'll call out to Una and hold my action if I see anything. And attack.
Okay. That'll bring it to Bernard.
Bernard's running up to Una
Mm-hmm.
and like going to grab.
Because she looks restrained. Does he see any particular... Does it look like her clothes are like tighter in certain areas or anything like that?
Well, he's gonna
You'd
just
have to make a perception check. Or,
Okay.
sorry,
Well-
you'd have to make an investigation check to see if you can figure out anything
Okay.
as your action.
His passive investigation is 19.
You'd have to make an
But
investigation
if that doesn't...
check.
Okay. Well, then what he's going to do is try to grapple her and lift her up.
be like, "What's going on?"
She's already grappled. I don't know if you can grapple something that's grappled.
Well, he's just going to grab at her. So
Okay.
And when he grabs her, can he like grab hold, and does he feel anything when he grabs her?
You just feel blood.
Oh, because she's still under the water, under the blood?
No,
Or
she
is
came up and then she became restrained and grappled.
Okay. I guess I just don't know what's going on. So a grapple is, if you have an action, it's actually, a grapple is used as an attack. So I have an attack that I can do as well,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't.
What's going on?
I guess I'm asking her that, and I'm going to bonus action
Say, Ace.
and invoke the frost rune.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's what I'm gonna do. Now my strength is currently 22.
Okay. Una, what's your Constitution modifier, by the way? Your Constitution score. So, yeah, Constitution modifier.
+3 to con.
Okay, so you have 3 minutes of air.
Una doesn't have to breathe because of her UA feat.
Oh,
Or
that's right.
UA.
That's right. Never mind.
That's why I said it wasn't a problem.
That's right.
But the group doesn't know that.
Exactly.
Nesla would probably
Nesla would
get
know,
that.
nobody else would. Okay, cool. That'll bring it to Edward Poppington. He is just going to look around confused. What the hell is happening, everyone? And he is going to... pull out that gold rapier and say, "Aha! Burn!" And the rapier engulfs in flames. And that's just, and he's gonna move forward as well, getting to Una. And that'll bring it to this thing's turn. Nope. An 8 will not hit Una. That'll bring it to another one's turn. So I need Bernard to make a dexterity saving throw.
He's not good at these. Yeah, 5.
You feel something basically kind of adhere itself to your kind of waist, and you are also grappled and restrained. All right.
Okay.
That'll bring it to Ophelia.
Yikes.
So do I feel this just all over my legs? That's why I can't move? Or
You essentially you can't feel what's blood and what's touching you, kind of thing, at this point.
Ugh.
I don't
That's where
like
my
that.
bits are.
Ophelia is gonna cast Detect Thoughts to detect if there's any creatures
Ooh.
in the area within 30 feet.
What's the ruling of detect thoughts?
Detect Thoughts. You can also use the spell to detect the presence of thinking creatures you can't see when you cast the spell or as your action during the duration. You can search for thoughts within 30 feet. Spell can penetrate barriers, but 2 feet of rock, 2 inches of any metal other than lead, or a thin sheet of lead blocks you. You can't detect a creature with an intelligence of 3 or lower, or one that doesn't speak any language.
You do not detect anything.
Cool. Well, she's gonna stay on Bernard's back because she doesn't want to go in the blood.
Yeah.
Okay,
So that's her turn. She's gonna hold the lantern.
sure. I need Nesla to make...
Wait. Sorry, is the lantern not revealing
Nope.
anything on this?
Nope.
Okay. Sorry.
I need
I forgot
Nesla
about
to
that.
also make a dexterity saving throw.
Even though I'm not in the blood?
Correct.
Okay. Hey, that's not good. It's 17.
No, you're fine. Nothing comes out of the blood at you. You just see the still surface of the blood. Everybody else is kind of like... Bernard and Una are frozen in the blood, unmoving.
So you're kind of using your climbing speed to be like on the wall?
I'm still like in the doorway.
Oh, okay.
All right.
You had like your claws in the wall, and we're just like, yeah.
Alrighty.
So... Oh, my dog's barking.
I love them.
I love
the
dogs.
dog. I love dogs.
Una, you take 23 necrotic damage at the start of your turn.
Fuck. Okay.
Oh shit.
Oh, I can't uncanny dodge that.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, cool. 23, cool.
And you guys now kind of see this thing slowly forming out of the blood-soaked chest of Una, this slime-like tendril worm-like thing with a face on it.
So, like, it's basically, like, alien in right now.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
and it's
I'm
made
so-
of the blood.
I'm still grappled and,
Restrained, correct.
restrained. Okay.
You can still attack while restrained, but your attacks have disadvantage.
Can I try to break out of the restraint?
Yes. Athletics.
Athletics.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's you.
Oof.
Yeah, you're still grappled. And that's your action to do that.
Okay. I could do a bonus action though.
Bonus action, what?
Bonus action. Oh, no. I can't move at all.
Nope, because you're restrained and grappled.
Can I bonus action Misty Step down the hall?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to, like, just appear behind. Because I can go up to 30 feet. So I'm going to, like, go behind where Nesla is.
Okay.
Is this thing still attached to me when I, like, reform?
Not that you can tell, but you're still soaked in blood.
Okay.
From submerging yourself.
Okay. Do I feel, like, grappled or restrained or anything? Am I like, okay,
The
we're
blood's too
good?
thick, you can't really tell.
Okay. Would it be an action or just movement to try to do what Nesla's doing on the wall?
That's still movement. But if you're trying to climb the wall, I'd say that'd be acrobatics. So it'd be a check to climb the wall.
So I can.
Because it's a flat wall. It's really you wouldn't be able to climb it without a climb speed.
I just kind of want to just like wedge myself in between the wall. You know what I mean? Like kind of have like my feet on one side and my back on the other, just like out of the blood.
That would require,
if not, that's okay.
That would require movement because the blood is like 4 feet deep.
Because I still have 30 feet. Because Misty Step was a bonus action, so I'd still have 30 feet of movement.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to try to do that against the wall then.
Okay. That'll bring it to Nesla.
Yeah. Okay. So this thing is starting to form out of the blood?
Not anymore.
Okay, well, in that case, geez. I'm just going to take a dart and throw it where it was.
All right, with disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Down plus 9, 16.
16. It looks like it hit something, and and then the dart kind of just floats to the surface. Roll damage though.
Oh. 6.
Okay. Alrighty. Anything else?
No, if it disappeared and I'm not positive I hit it, I'm going to hold again. This time I'm... Oh, no, I can't.
No, yeah, because you just used your action.
Yep. Alright. Yeah, that's it.
Alrighty, Bernard, you take 12 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And on your turn, you see the thing form out of blood on your chest, looking you in the face.
So how does it do that? Like there was
You can't
blood
tell how
on my
it's doing
chest.
it.
No, but I mean like
There wasn't.
there wasn't blood on
I
my
know.
chest before that.
I know.
Okay. All right. Can I damage it? Like what's
You
it?
can-
Like, can I grab it?
You can attack it. It's grappling you and restraining you, so it's disadvantage.
Okay. How big does this thing look?
Medium-sized.
Oh well, it can just eat a big fat D, and Bunsen's gonna
Giant's mine out.
Okay,
and he's gonna get huge
sure.
or large, I guess.
So you're almost touching the ceiling, and you're almost taking up a lot of the circular chamber because it is 15 by 15.
Correct. So now I'm
Ophelia's
10.
Yeah, so Ophelia is basically scraping the ceiling.
Yeah, she's.
definitely
Hang
not
on
in the
tight.
blood now.
What happens when I do that? What happens to the thing?
It's still on your chest.
Okay. Can I grab it and pull it out?
You'd have to do...
Is it a grapple to do that?
It would be, but it's so slippery you can tell that it is immune to the grappled condition.
Okay. Thank you for that.
And also immune to the restrained condition.
Okay. That's all of Bernard's feats that he has. So well done. Yeah, Bernard's just gonna like hack at it then.
Make an attack roll. Not with
Alright.
disadvantage because you can see it.
Okay. Dang. I was really hoping I could do something else with that. Alright, so that is 26 to hit.
Hits, roll damage.
That is 12. 18 damage.
All right.
That's including the extra D8 for the giant's might.
All right. So you slash
And-
it. It doesn't seem like
yeah.
it takes the full damage. It seems like it takes half. And then you feel a searing pain in your belly as you take the other half of that damage.
Okay. So that was 18, so I take 9 damage.
Correct.
Okay. And it didn't seem like okay. I still have another attack, but what kind of damage is this that I'm getting hurt by?
There is no damage type.
Okay. Thank you. This thing didn't grow with me, right?
Nope,
when I grew?
It did not.
This is kind of weird, and I'm only asking these questions because this is so weird, and I want to make sure I am perceiving this correctly in my invisible mind space that I have going on. All right, so my feet are in the blood, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I'm restrained on
Yes.
one turn.
Yeah.
And then blood pops out of my chest on the next turn.
Yeah. Also, forgot to mention, you can't breathe right now either.
Okay. I don't think I drank that other shot that we ordered, did I? Does it feel like I can't breathe because something is in my lungs?
It feels like you're drowning. That's what it feels like.
So almost like a high altitude type of not being able to breathe?
It feels like
or-
you're drowning.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't exactly... Okay. What do I have here? I can't. I don't think I have anything else here. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna put my hand on it and do burning hands. Dex save, I guess, on it.
Okay. 22.
Ooh, these things are Dexy. They'll take half damage then. And we'll see how this turns out. Ooh, that's not too bad. How did I... Okay, that's cool. I rolled 3 6s in a row. That might be good for me. So 3 6s, that's 18.
Multiply it by 2 because they're vulnerable to fire. And then you take half of that damage as well.
Multiply it by... So that's 18. That's 20... 18, that's 36 damage,
So you
correct?
both take 18 points of damage.
Okay,
And
but
yours
I'm
is-
resistant.
Yours isn't fire, it's just base damage that you get hit by. No damage type.
Yeah.
You take 18 damage anyway.
Oh,
Because the damage transfer
Okay.
does not specify a damage type.
okay. And so it's impossible to see these things if they aren't inhabiting one of our bodies?
Basically.
Okay.
Unless you make a perception check.
So wait, this thing
Your-
took...
Investigation check to see if you can see them in the water, in the blood.
Okay. I can't do that on this turn, right? Because I just used my 2 attacks.
So it takes 18 and so do you.
Okay. Bummer. Alright. Yeah, that's it. I'm restrained, so I can't move. I used my bonus action to get huge. Yeah. And there's no like, would I be inclined to think that I could get out of this restraint through any means?
You make
Like-
a check to do so. To break
Like
out.
it'd be a strength check?
It is
or
a
what?
strength check to break out.
Oh, okay. Alright.
So that's what I had.
Alright,
everyone
I'm done
do.
with my turn.
Yep.
Sorry.
Alrighty, Edward's turn. He's going to look at the door and has 4 magical locks. He's going to cast Knock and unlock one of them with magic. Just be like, I don't know. I hope that works. It'll be. You guys hear loud knock, knock, knock on the door. And one of those locks will be suppressed for 10 minutes because it's magical. And then bonus action. Bonus action, he is going to stab himself with his own rapier. And as the flame tongue rapier is wrapped in fire, it is now wrapped in something else. It'll be wreathed in flame and lightning. So just... and that's his turn.
By the way, just an update for everyone. I'm half dead.
And then the other one that's in the water... It's going to do some movement that nobody can see. Well, you'll see ripples. A little bit. And then it's going to make Nesla do a dexterity saving throw as the ripple comes closer to you guys. Nesla and Una.
That is 30-20.
Nothing happens. So it's going to use its bonus action to do the one thing it wants to do. Alright. You can kind of see where it stopped in front of you, Nesla, in the water. Alright. The one that is on Bernard's chest is going to try to attack him with advantage. That is a 15 to hit. That does not hit. A 15 to hit Bernard.
No, doesn't
Okay.
hit.
All right. Oh, Bernard, what's your con modifier, by the way?
3.
3? Okay, so you have 3 minutes of air. Okay. And every time you get hit by an attack, you lose a round of air. Alrighty. So,
Is that including the damage I take at the start of a turn?
yes.
Okay.
So that'll bring it to. So you'd be at 29 rounds of breath right now.
Yeah. Or 28 if you include damage. And I already
yeah.
just.
So 28 rounds of breath. Okay. That'll bring it to Ophelia. You are on Bernard's back. And you can see the one on his chest staring at him.
You just see him like moving his mouth like a fish out of water.
Yeah, and can't speak because he is drowning.
I don't know what to do. She wouldn't know that hitting that thing would transfer some of the damage to...
Well, you would have seen him hit it and then kind of like flinch in pain a little.
You would have probably also seen that fire probably hurts them a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. All of my spells are... Yikes. We're just gonna give it a little yap with a firebolt.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Oh. 23.
Hits. And it'll also be double damage because we're vulnerable. So what's your cantrip damage die at right now for 10th level? For firebolt.
2d10.
So roll 2d10 and then multiply that by 2.
2d10.
Roll high.
15 times 2
30.
is 30.
So both Bernard and it take 15 points of damage. Bernard loses another round of air. Bernard's at 27. The one on his chest does not look so shit hot. Anything else, Ophelia?
Oh. You know.
Okay. All
And
right.
this is okay. Never mind.
Una. If you can see something in the water moving, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Come on, come on. 18?
Success. What'd you say your passive perception was, Una? Oh, sorry. We're not doing
25.
it's based on you have to make investigation checks to see where they are because of a certain trait they have. Okay. And it stops moving and you just see blood again in front of you. Okay, that'll bring it to your turn, Una.
So, okay, just like quick question. So, like, would doing the investigation check count as like my action for the turn?
Yes.
Okay. It kind of looked like it was beneath me, though, right?
Yeah, but if you want to attack without doing the investigation check, it's with disadvantage. Because you do not know
Okay.
the exact location.
We're just gonna try it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Disadvantage. 22.
Hits, roll damage. What weapon are you using?
My rapier. Like
Okay.
I was like just like kind of dropping down and going like shoink.
Yeah, you pierce it in the blood, and
Pierce it in the blood.
I would say, I think it is sneak attack because it was at disadvantage. You do not get sneak attack.
Yeah, no sneak.
Yeah.
Oh,
No
okay.
sneak attack because it was disadvantage. So roll damage without sneak attack.
Would it be because I wouldn't need advantage if another?
No, it's
like,
because you had the attack roll was at disadvantage, so you
Okay.
because it was hidden,
Okay.
so you don't get.
Sorry,
sneak
never
attack.
done the rogue thing. So
No worries.
Okay.
One of the most solid rogue guidelines is if you ever have disadvantage, you will never
get sneak attack.
get sneak attack.
Okay. 12 damage.
All right. Anything else?
Okay. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try it. Okay. I'm going to use a cunning action to disengage from this thing. Okay. And with the UA of the of this, I can use bolts from the grave immediately after a cutting action.
Okay.
So it's instead of, if I haven't used sneak attack, I can use it for this turn. So
Let me check something out.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, you're using a cunning action as your bonus action to disengage, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you're going to use bolts from the grave.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, make the ranged attack roll. And it's with disadvantage as well, though.
Okay. 19.
19 hits. So roll the 5d6 necrotic damage.
1 6.
But no sneak attack on that either.
$22 points of necrotic damage.
Nice. So you guys kind of see her like disengage, like up the, like kind of like slithers along the wall, and then these bolts of like weird like necrotic energy just slam into the pool of blood and just You rolled with disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that Bernard doesn't see that at all
Nope.
because he's a little preoccupied with this thing popping in his chest.
So Nesla sees it. All right.
Yeah.
Anything else? No, that's bonus action, action. Technically, move. Nah. Bonus action, action. You still have movement. But you get the idea. Being out of the blood doesn't really amount to much.
Doesn't help them. Okay. I'm gonna just chill there. We're good.
Okay. That'll bring it to one of the other ones that's in the water. Blood, whatever, same thing. And oh, this is so dumb. It's gonna use 30 feet of its climb speed and come out of the pool. And not 30 feet. It's gonna use enough to get out of the pool. And it's going to make Nesla make a dexterity saving throw. Oh, sorry, no, there's already one near you. It's going to use the climb speed, because I was looking at the wrong one. It's going to use 5 feet of its climb speed, and crawl up one of Bernard's legs. and make Ophelia do a dexterity saving throw.
Nah, I don't like that. Not a fan. 7.
Alright, so it kind of tendrils out towards you, and a lot of its, like, essence goes into your chest and into your lungs. You are grappled and restrained. What's your con mod? What's your... Pardon me?
Am I still on Dr. Bunsen, or does that mean I'm off of him now?
I'm going to say you're still on his back. You're just restrained on his back. What's your con modifier?
1.
1, so you have a minute of breath. 10 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Every time you get hit, you lose a round.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That'll bring it to the top with Nesla. You can see 2 of these things now. One on Ophelia's chest and one on Bernard's chest. Bernard's technically facing away from you, so it has about 3/4 cover in front of Bernard. You basically only see the one on Ophelia's chest. Hey, get out of there.
Okay, so are y'all standing kind of towards the middle of the room?
No. We were making our way across the wall. We're probably pretty close to the door, so at least we're close to 15 feet away from you, wherever you are.
But you're giant now?
I am large.
Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I've got 50 feet of movement. The circumference of a 15-foot room is 47 feet. So I'm going to use my unarmored movement improved to run along the wall.
Mm-hmm.
As I get around to the front of them, I'm going to jump and quickly make attacks against each of the ones on their chest.
Alright.
Spending a key point on each for stunning strike.
Alright. Let me check something. Alright. Cool. So you're making 2 attack rolls on both of them?
One on each.
Yeah, so make the roll the
attack and
so
extra attack.
So for Bernard, make an attack roll.
Okay, 18 on the first one.
Hits, roll damage.
It is quarterstaff. And keep hitting the wrong button. 12 damage.
Alright, so both of them take 6. And the one you hit dies on Bernard. Oh! Yes. That one dies.
Can you breathe? Or
You
no?
can.
Alright. And now I bring the quarterstaff
That's
up
no fun.
and
Make an attack roll against the one on Ophelia.
uh, 18.
Hits, roll damage.
6 damage.
Both of them take 3 points of damage. And then it needs to make a Constitution saving throw for Stunning Strike.
That's what I'm looking for now. Stunning strike.
I believe it is
yeah.
Constitution.
Con 15.
Fuck. 14. That one is on her and it is stunned.
Okay, with the rest of my movement, I'm going to jump off of Dr. Bernard's chest
Mhm.
back towards the doorway.
Okay.
Springboard, yeah.
I gotta check something here, because Ophelia is still restrained and grappled, even though the thing is stemmed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's still grappled. Okay.
We're just chilling.
Okay,
But it would automatically fail any strength checks.
I understand.
Right?
Ophelia, you have 9 rounds of
sorry, that
air
was a
left.
question. Sorry.
It would. See, Ophelia, you have 9 rounds of air left because you took damage.
Cool.
That'll bring it to Bernard.
Bernard's gonna bonus action second winds.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna get. Oh, bogus. I rolled a 1. So he's only gonna get 11 hit points back. And he's gonna say out loud, if you damage them, it'll hurt Ophelia. And he's going to try to so the thing's coming out of her chest right now.
Yes, it is.
He's going to kind of in a hugging motion try to get it to go into his chest by like grabbing her instead.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Is that like does it look like there's any way to do like I imagine not a grapple, or you didn't say that you could grapple, but
they're immune to grapple.
Something about right, but you said something about breaking the restraint.
Yeah, it's an
you.
action to just break something. A creature has to make an action itself to break free of its own grapple.
Right. I guess what I'm asking is like how does that feel to the character, right? Like if we're breaking out of something that's inside our chest, like what's actually going on there?
You're ripping it out of your body.
So we're doing a kind of, it's a different way of saying a grapple when you break the restraint.
It's technically
it's
grappling and restraining you from the inside.
Okay.
Because it's the tendrils inside of you. It's a liquid. It's an ooze. So it's
right. Okay.
Doing what oozes
do. So
when
we break the restraint, we're just kind of moving our legs then, and it forces it out?
No, it's being removed from inside the body. Because it's making you drown by piercing, like being in your lungs, basically.
Right. So breaking the restraint is us kind of flexing and
pulling,
forcing it out?
No, pulling, like ripping it out.
So we are grabbing it.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any way that I can do that for Ophelia?
No.
Or does she have to do it herself?
She has to do it herself.
Yeah, he doesn't like that. Yeah, he doesn't like that. Yeah, he's just going to kind of see if there's any way that he can kind of get it to go into him instead. I don't know.
Nope.
That's what he's just going to use his unless he can like see any of the other ones around, if there are any others.
It would be an action.
Yeah, and then they're just gonna move on their turn, and I'll lose sight of them anyway. So it'll be
investigation.
So I guess, yeah. But if I roll investigation, they're gonna have their turn. And they're gonna move away from the place that I investigated, and then it's gonna be nothing. So, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't have anything.
Okay. Is that your turn then?
Yeah.
Alright. Edward Boppington. I'm just going to focus on that door and cast Knock for a second time and sort of hold off two of the four locks now. And then bonus action, he's going to give Bardic Inspiration to Ophelia. And just say, "You can do it!" And you can add a d6 to ability checks, attack rolls, or saving throws. So, yeah. Ophelia. Bringing it to... that one. I need Una to make another dexterity saving throw.
Man. Yeah, 25.
Nothing happens. Okay. Nice. Okay. That'll bring it to Ophelia. Ophelia, you take...
Does she, since it's stunned?
Yes, because there's still a feature that's happening. You take 24 points of necrotic damage. And you have 8 rounds of breath left, but it is stunned, so it can't do anything. Okay.
The good doctor is not looking so hot.
Yeah.
But that does bring it to
No.
your turn, Ophelia. Sorry, yeah, that's Ophelia's turn, so it's not, you can't do anything anyway. But yeah, it's your turn, Ophelia. You have Bardic Inspiration. You can attempt to make a strength check to break free of the grapple. You can
I'm
attack
gonna
the
try
thing that's
and
on
get
top
it
of you.
out.
Okay,
I'm gonna try and get it out.
give me a athletics check.
Athletics check. Okay. 17.
You rip it out of your chest.
Good riddance.
And it just splashes in the water in front of you.
Ew. That was without the bardic inspiration. I
All right.
would say.
But that is your action to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I can't still see it, can I?
You can, because it can't move or do anything because it's stunned currently.
Okay. Then I would like to cast Mind Thrust at it.
Okay, what does it need to do?
It needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence saving throw.
Nice.
Yes.
That is a 6.
DC was 17. So it's going to take 3d6 psychic damage
Nice.
for 8
8.
psychic damage.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Anything else?
Nope, that is her turn.
Alright.
And it can only take the dash or disengage action on its next turn.
Yes. And how long is it stunned for, Nesla?
Until the start of my next turn.
Cool. Alright. So that was Ophelia. Alright. This one is going to swim around a little bit. Everyone can see it swimming. And it moves, it uses full movement to get to Bernard, and I need Bernard to make a dexterity saving throw.
I rolled a 7, but I am going to use Indomitable to re-roll that.
Okay.
And I rolled a 7 again.
Is that with modifiers?
I have no modifiers.
Oh. Alright, so grappled and restrained once again.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's happening. Bernard's just like, don't hit me.
Okay. That'll bring it to Una.
Was it the one that was like in front of her that swam away? Because she would have seen some like ripples.
You can guess. There might have been more than one in front of you.
Okay. She is just going to attempt to attack like the spot she saw it in last.
All
there.
right. Disadvantage.
$10.
10 does not hit.
Yep.
A piece of blood jelly sticks to the end of your weapon.
Okay, she's gonna stay there. Just
Okay.
watch.
That'll bring it to the one that's stunned. It can't do anything, so that'll bring it back to the top with Nesla.
Okay, the one that Ophelia dropped, is it still visible to me?
Yes, it's kind of floating at the surface of the water. Or the blood.
Okay, I'm going to throw 2 darts at it.
Alright, with advantage because it's stunned.
$18 on the first one.
Hits.
7 damage.
7 damage. Nice. Okay.
And 22 on the second one.
That hits.
And 6 damage.
6 damage. Nice. That one is also not looking so great. Anything else, Nesla?
No, that's it.
Alright, so then it is no longer stunned. That'll bring it to Edward, who is going to look at the one on the surface of the water that he can still see, and he's going to make an attack roll with his rapier. 13? Misses. So he's going to attack again. That'll hit. So it takes... $13 piercing damage, which just kills it immediately. And then the fire and lightning damage just kind of are overkill and turn it into just more blood jello on the surface. Bonus action. He's going to give a bardic inspiration to Bernard. D6. That'll be... Oh, sorry. Holy shit. I skipped Bernard's turn. Sorry. So, it does not die. And Bernard doesn't have a bardic inspiration right now. Sorry, everyone. So yeah, Bernard, it's your turn. So at the start of your turn, because of the restraint, you take 20 points of necrotic damage.
I'm at 19 hit points, and I'm gonna try and break this restraint if I can.
Alright, restraint, I need to double check something. Alright, make a athletics check, please.
Okay. I thought I heard you say it was strength or so it's athletics?
Yep.
Okay. Alright. And I think I have advantage on this. Dice went haywire. So that's a 16.
16 succeeds, you rip it out of your chest.
Cool.
But you cannot grapple it or restrain it, so it just slips out of your hands and is in the water in front of you.
Cool. I don't have any bonus actions that would be useful right now. Unless I have... Nope, nothing. Yeah, that's it. Unless I guess I can run somewhere, right? Is there anywhere that I can climb up on?
No, not with your current
Okay.
height.
Well then, I imagine there wouldn't be anywhere to get up on anyway. Oh, actually, I'll just do an action surge
Okay.
and attack this thing.
All right.
2 attacks.
Make 2 attacks without disadvantage because it is on the surface of the water.
First one misses, I think 14 to hit.
14 hits.
Okay. D8. 2. So dumb. 3. So that's 9 damage for the first hit.
Okay.
And 20 to hit for the second one.
Hits.
Alright. Yeah. Why am I rolling so bad? Okay. And 14 damage for the second hit.
You kill that one, it disperses into goo, and a small sphere made of blood is left where it died.
Little bastard. Ugh.
And you look around where all the other ones have died, and you see the same kind of little red spheres. Well, where the other one has died, because the one did not die because I skipped your turn.
Alright, so yeah, that was my action. So yeah, we're done. I
Okay.
think.
That'll bring it to Edward's turn.
Ah!
And doesn't need to. He's going to. Yeah, he's going to attack the one that he was going to attack before. With a natural 20. Oh, that's a lot of math because of all the buffs he's got on that thing. Okay, and then because of the Crimson Right that he has on the rapier as well, on top of the Flame Tongue, that is... Okay, here we go, damage time. I get to roll for it now. Roll my dice. 12. Alright, and then a d4 because of the right damage. It takes a total of 58 points of damage. And that one is super dead. And that one also leaves behind a red sphere. Bonus action. Yeah, he's not gonna use it. You're not gonna use bonus action. Bonus action, Bardic Inspiration to Una. So now Una and Ophelia both have a d6 of Bardic Inspiration.
What does he say?
That'll bring it
Come on,
to
Justin.
Huzzah! My fair maiden. And that'll bring it to Ophelia's turn. You guys cannot see the other one.
Dr. Benson looks real hurt, right? Like, I can tell.
I don't remember. I don't have exact numbers. Of
Like,
He normally has 88 hit points.
oh, he's at.
He looks
at
like
19.
he has. Yeah, he looks like he's at 19. So you can just imagine he looks like the blood is drained out of him, and he's just his eyes are probably he's like single eye blinking.
my heart. Don't do this to me. I'm gonna.
His produce flame cantrip on his head that he keeps up is just kind of flickering.
Oh, don't do this to me, my heart. I'm gonna do a 4th level cure wounds on him.
Okay.
No, it's okay, bud. Okay. No, not you.
Ugh.
2, 4, 5, 7, 15. It's okay.
Thank you.
Wait a second. No. I'm gonna use empowered healing. I'm going to
Okay.
spend a sorcery point to re-roll those dice.
Okay.
Re-roll that.
All right.
Because that was bullshit. 5, 10, 13, 18 plus 5. So 18 plus 5 is now
23.
23 hit points back. There you go. There's your proper amount.
Whoa.
That's a lot better.
All right. Anything else, Ophelia?
No, just stay on his back.
Ugh.
You're good.
All right.
It's okay.
When you do that, he takes like a sharp breath in, and it's just like, ugh.
Okay. Just a pat on his shoulder. It's okay.
Is that your turn, Ophelia?
Yeah.
As you're patting his shoulder, comforting him, you see one more slithering up his leg, and I need you, Ophelia, to make a dexterity saving throw.
I'm not a fan of these. Just gonna go out and say that. Because that is. Is that a 6 or 9? That is a 7.
Use the bonus action.
Bonus action. And when he's Bardic Inspiration.
Did you calculate the total first, or
Yeah, 7.
you can't use Bardic Inspiration? You can only use it because I didn't realize there's ruling for Bardic Inspiration. Let me pull it up real quick.
I thought
This
you
can be
could still
added.
use it
This
if you-
can be added after seeing the roll, but before knowing the outcome. Oh, sorry. Never mind. I read that wrong.
So I'm gonna add the Bardic Inspiration back, can I?
7 would be a fail, so yes.
I'm gonna add that. I'm real bad at math. 7. Is it 12?
12 fails. You are grappled and restrained and start to drown.
Damn it. Does my rounds reset?
Yes.
Okay.
That'll bring it to Una. You can see one on Ophelia's chest.
And I was just like, don't attack it.
I would have been able to see like Bernard tried to grab it, nothing happened, right?
Correct.
Okay. You're a real squishy, aren't you, Rose?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Be
if you hit
squishy.
her, if you hit her, and you would probably get sneak attack on this, you would take her out with a chance
Do
to
it.
probably kill her straight up because she has such low hit
Also,
points.
Una, you are not close enough to see when they get hit that they hurt. And Bernard did say on his turn, don't hit them, because it'll hurt me. So do with the information you have been given in-game on their turns, not out of their turns.
Yeah. So like I would have heard, okay, don't hit Bernard.
Yes. Like, don't hit me, it'll hurt me. Don't hit it, it will hurt me.
Is because I was in the hall.
Mm-hmm.
Would she be within 30 feet of me?
Yes, she's only about 15 feet away.
Oh, okay. Just trying to figure that out. Oh no.
But you would have basically heard your teammates kind of say, don't hit them while they're on me, it'll hurt me.
Okay. I'm going to wade over there.
Plus, you would have seen Nesla hit them, and almost looked like it hurt your teammates too when he was attacking them when he jumped off the wall.
Could I use a help action?
So you're waiting over there? It would be 30 feet
Yeah.
movement to get over there even though it's 15 feet away. Because it's difficult terrain.
Okay.
Have 30 feet of movement, don't you?
Yeah, I have 30 feet of movement, so I could wade over there.
And that's all your movement.
And yeah. Could I use a help action to like give her advantage in trying to get that thing off of her next turn?
Yes.
Okay, we'll do that.
Okay. And no bonus action or anything, that's it?
Yeah.
Alright, that'll bring it to Nesla.
Okay. You only get one interact with objects per
Correct.
round.
That counts as your action.
Wait, counts as your action?
Yeah, if you click action, interact with an object counts as an action.
Oh.
Yep.
So I couldn't pick something up and use it at the same time?
No.
Okay. Oh. In that case, I'm just going to pull out a dart and
Okay.
hold action until it's not enter.
Okay. That'll bring it to Bernard.
Yeah, Bernard's gonna do the same. He's gonna pull out that, or get ready the longsword of warning. Or actually, no, he's not gonna use that. He's gonna use his produce flame. He's gonna make the flame. He's gonna like puff up and get that moving in a spiraling motion and get it ready to launch at this thing if it gets pulled out.
Okay. Bernard, anything else? Is that it?
No. Yeah, that's it.
Alright, Edward is also going to hold an action to throw a dagger at it. That'll bring it to Ophelia's turn. Ophelia, you take 7 points of necrotic damage.
God bless, God. G bless, G bless. We still here. We still here. I am going to try and take it out.
Alright, and you do no longer have a bardic inspiration, but you do have advantage.
Do have advantage for
Mhm.
athletics.
Oh, is that because she used her bardic
Yep, last
inspiration?
turn.
Cool.
I used the bardic inspiration last time. Okay. So that is an 11, which I'm guessing fails.
It does.
So I'm going to use Favored by the Gods to add 2d4 to it.
Okay.
I really want this fucking thing out of me. So that would add a 4 to make it a 15.
Okay. Let me check a little something.
Ma'am, don't eat my dice, please, and thank you. Ma'am.
Okay. 15 succeeds. So you pull it out of your chest, it falls. Everybody make your attack rolls that you're holding. So Nesla, do your dart.
28,
Hits, roll damage.
6 damage.
Okay. And then Bernard,
14 to hit.
just hits.
Oh. And that is 5 fire damage.
So 10. And, oh, crapping it a little. You cut it in half as it's falling, disperses into blood, The blood drains from the room through the floor. You do not see anywhere where it can go, almost like it's just disappearing. And now 4 little blood orbs lie in each location where these things were killed.
Wait, did you say the blood just started to drain?
It just disappears. Drains to nowhere.
We're out of combat.
You are.
Okay, I'm gonna drop down to the floor and grab 3 of them and stick 2 of them in the locks.
Yeah, because he did, because Edward did knock on 2 of them. So you put 2 of the orbs in the other 2.
Ugh.
The door swings open, revealing another long corridor of darkness. And that's where we're going to end the session for the week.
Wow. That's why I was asking about interacting with objects.
Yeah, it's an action. Good idea, though. So that's that.
Big brain.
Fight with some oozes that are a lot of fun if they're submerged in water. Or a liquid.
Sorry, I got really confused there. I didn't know what I had for options, and I was just like, what is going on? Sorry.
No worries. That is the whole point of this place. Cool. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for playing. We're back after our holiday hiatus. And we'll be back next Thursday to see what lies in that corridor beyond.
No, we're all taking a break. We'll have a short nap after that.
Edward
Look at that.
Poppington went from 136 max hit points to 126.
I went from 47 to 13. Do we really want to play that game?
Anyways. Yeah, we'll be back next week. We'll be back Sunday for Descent into Avernus. So if you watch Descent into Avernus, that's 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday for that, and then everything else will fall into place after that. So thank you for watching, everybody. Have a good night. Bye-bye.